have, outstanding bills?
Yeah, there's just,
That's
two
just
of them.
usual, though.
That's normal, yeah,
Yeah.
the greenhouse,
There it
yeah, the pansies and the poinsettias, I think,
is. Mhm.
yeah.
Anybody have any questions on that? Pretty much a normal
Amy.
plan.
Well, this year it kinda ran out of his vegetable stuff.
Yes,
You know, he announced be here at 9 o'clock. I came at 9 o'clock.
It's too late.
They had a couple flowers left, that was it, it was done.
which is a good thing, I mean.
Yeah, it is, well, not for me, but it was good
Right.
for him.
Yeah, which now he was making a deal on them, cause he's afraid he wouldn't sell them all, so,
Yes.
you know,
Well,
and I
Don't know
understand
what it
that,
was.
yeah.
All right, next we have kindergarten and high school graduation.
First up is kindergarten, and those are, Miss Donna and Miss Amanda fixed up this, and that way parents will know what to expect, and kids will know what to expect, and we all will.
Know what to expect.
Yeah, for that moment, as of right now.
Yeah.
Things could change if the governor lifts a lot of the stuff, you know, I don't know, but this is the process right now, and, each kindergarten kid will have 4 passes.
What's that put us at total, what total people there?
I do not know, no. How many kindergartners we have?
I'm not sure exactly how many are participating, high
This will be out the
50,
back.
50-something, 56,
50-something.
55, 56.
So possibly.
So that'd be 5 times that with a kindergartner and 4 kids.
just say 230 plus staff, you're
280.
250 people.
280. And they may not all participate, but usually they do.
I know for sure 2 are not, 3
2 are
are not,
Okay,
but I don't know about the other ones.
okay.
Any questions on anything, or? On the kindergarten graduation?
And then high school graduation, we've got it, each senior has 4 guests, each junior has 2 guests, which, doing the math, that's 352 guests, plus juniors and seniors, that's another 120, which will get us about 470. And then you've got the people that'll be working it, but. I know Clay County and Piggott County has already had their graduation. And I think, Piggott County allowed 6 for seniors, and then Clay allowed 4, so most of them are 2 to 4, is what they're allowing.
They do all theirs inside.
Yes, both of them did, which, you know, if you've been to Clay County's gym, their bleachers are a whole lot taller than ours, so they can seat more, and then Piggott County has the bleachers at both ends of the gym, and then on the sides, so. And they did have the seniors on the floor, and they did have them separated out like 6 feet apart, cause I got pictures of it and things,
Okay.
yeah. And I have heard a lot of comments on the parade they had last Friday night, that how well it went, and people very appreciative of it. And they said, we need to make this an annual thing. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah, so, And we had one senior that's, not from the county in particular, anyway, he was in a white truck, and I didn't see the back of his truck, but I saw it on Facebook, and he had a poster board on there that said, "Thank you, Van Buren," you know, Brad Burke, yeah, he was the one, yeah. y'all got questions for them, ask away. Or any suggestions.
Well, I'm sure there'll be several things happen between now and then. There always is.
Yeah, there will be.
That looks like
And
that's
it's still
a pretty
bring
good
your own
plan.
chair,
That's a
so-
pretty good plan, though.
Yeah,
Not weather related, you know, and stuff like that.
yeah.
How are they, I mean, obviously, they should get more money this year if they don't have to put on a party. But
Yes, but they didn't do
And
a
so-
last
As
big
much
sale,
fundraisers.
like, I think they
Yeah.
missed 2 sales.
How are they splitting up their money as a percentage of how they did it?
Yes,
Every kid's
Yeah.
different.
yeah. Same as what they would do the other way, it's just they don't have to buy out gift cards and things for the games and stuff like that. Yeah.
Anything else on
Where they
that?
gonna pick up their name tags at?
Down at
They
the
gonna be
gate.
somebody at the gate?
Mhm. We'll have people there, they'll be checking temperatures, they have to sign in.
Have to have temperature,
Yeah, and then they have to wear the face
Mask.
mask, that's why I have them over there, and then we have to escort them to a X, where the family is.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
This
It'll be
is-
kinda like first come, first serve. So,
It's June sixth.
6th, and high school starts at 6, so we'll open it up about 5, that we'll start checking everything. They said the temperature checks will take a little while, but I plan on having 3 different ones here,
You go pretty
to
quick,
be checking them, yeah,
quick. We have to do it at work.
yeah.
You go through pretty quick.
Is everybody coming?
What,
I just didn't know if all you guys coming?
Brady's a junior, yeah.
Okay. So just bring a chair and that's,
Mhm.
tell us what's happening.
Cool.
The only speeches really that will be given will be the seniors doing their speeches, and that's it.
If, I know they're opening up auditoriums this Friday and stuff, is there any chance we're going inside if it was to be opened? Or are we gonna stay with?
I say we just stay with this.
Cause I mean, they're opening all auditoriums and theaters and stuff starting Friday this week.
Yeah.
It's, so a lot of restrictions are being,
And put in place with that.
yeah, there, a lot of them's being, done away with as far as the, stuff.
Well, I know our sports is not opening back up until June 1st, and it's limited to 10, and that's including coaches, that's tryouts and everything, so if they have to do 2 different sessions with tryouts, or 3, whatever the
Yeah,
case
yeah.
may be, however many they have tryout. Yeah. And practice is done the same way, and then they're gonna have to clean the equipment and all that kind of stuff, so. They're a little stricter on schools.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Than they, which I'm sure they're strict on all of them, the restaurants and the theaters and
Yeah.
stuff, but.
Was there other questions on kindergarten or high school graduation? If not, we'll proceed. Next we have 141 and 143 budget. This is tentative now.
Yes.
It will change.
Yeah, it will,
Guarantee.
yeah. Of course, the BEP will change. I have in there what our estimate was that we received, I don't know, end of last week, first of this week, I can't remember, my days are mixed up anymore. But, it's actually an increase from this year's budget to the budget here that you've got in front of you, 43,600. So I've decreased a lot of it because I think we're gonna get hit with sales tax and that kind of stuff somewhat. I don't think we're gonna get hit as hard as some of the bigger counties where they didn't have restaurants open for a long time and stuff like that. But teachers' raises they started at 4%, went down to 2%, and now they're saying use the same salary schedule we had this year for next year. So if they get a step raise, then that's in their,
It'll be in there, yeah.
yeah. But if they're in that time frame where there's not raises, they won't get a raise. But it is what it is. And then we have 5 with new degrees, so. We are cutting 1 position over at the elementary school. 5th grade only needs 2 positions, so we're not gonna have 3 there. But it's, nobody's losing their job. We'll have 1 that will go to a librarian position, and then we'll have a PE position that we've posted and things, and hire for it. We have a couple custodian positions posted. Probably, I may reduce custodians from, we got 3 that's open right now, and so we'll probably do that to 2. And then, we have a special ed math EA position open. Front office assistant position open up here at the high school. And then, like I said, the PE position at the elementary school and librarian. And we'll have a cafeteria worker because Charlotte Crane is not able to come back.
So we have, what is it, 5 open positions?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are support staff, and then 2 that are teachers. Actually, we'll have 3 that are teachers. I haven't posted the pre-K special ed position yet.
Now, are we going to, are you gonna fill all those? Do we need all those?
Yeah. The PE we definitely have to have because, the new PE guidelines. And, librarian we'll have to have at the elementary school, but we won't, somebody will move into the librarian position within the system. And we won't rehire for that position, so.
So we'll minus 1 from where
Yes,
we're at.
there'll be 1 less and 1 less custodian right now, is
So
what
this-
we're looking at.
Now, how about the front office? Do we have any aides left over? You know, we had those extra aides. Are we still using all those, or?
We're still using them, but, there'll probably some that we won't rehire for when some leave. I hate not to,
Yeah, I'm not saying get rid of one, but I'm just saying, like, the front office position.
it more likely will go to one we already have.
Yeah, so
Yes.
realistically, that's another minus body. I mean,
Exactly, it is,
So,
yeah.
but if that's like 4 positions we're not hiring, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we need to save some. Just, yeah.
The pre-K, what was it?
The pre-K special ed
Aide or a teacher?
is a teacher. The one we had down there, she'll go back to a EA.
Is she doing that?
She told me she would Thursday. And, if she didn't find another position, but that's what she told me Thursday. I called her.
Anything else on that one? No, we'll go to 143.
Yeah, 143 is the cafeteria, and that one is up like 14,300. It's not up much. Most of it is, salaries. Look at it. Yeah, just about all of it be salaries for the insurance. We kept the food the same. Of course, we'll probably, could be over budget this year on the food just because of
Yeah.
doing the bus thing and us serving all kids 18 and under and not just our kids here. But we will get reimbursed for that, but if I have to move some money, I'll move it, you know, we do budget amendment. But our feeding program went great. bragged on all the teachers yesterday and the EAs and things because they've done a great job in getting this food out and they've enjoyed these routes. They've learned a lot about the kids and about the home life and things like that, and it's kinda opened someone's eyes, so it's been a good thing. Kids have enjoyed it too.
Any questions at all? No, proceed to the next item, ELA adoption of Amplified.
Yeah. I didn't print all 8 pages off, cause you see there's 8 pages, the other's just the contract stuff and how to order the products and things. But Amplify alone, it's actually a little bit cheaper than the $119,000 on the last page, it's $113,000. And, it's supposed to be probably the top-notch program, and, I certainly hope it is for this amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. And that's what the Corps office has recommended, is that, because our context has to be very, what's the word they use?
Rigorous.
Yes, it has to be very rigorous, and ours has not been. And Amplify has that built in because their Excel levels are grade levels, and it's where it needs to be, so, okay. And most of the teachers, this is what they wanted, so. I think there was 1 or 2 that wasn't really for it a whole lot, but, majority of them were, so this is what we're going with.
Any questions on any of that? No? Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna bring up, we are gonna do summer school. If we're opening up the sports back at June 1st, we are gonna do summer school from June 1st through the 26th. And it will be grades K through 3 is what we're doing. And we're gonna allow 8 kids. We'll have 1 teacher and 1 EA. And that way they can do the social distances, but we can reach those tier 3 kids and hopefully the tier 2 as much as possible. Those are the ones that struggle the most, so they're working on getting those lists together now. We will be doing the feeding, we'll be going to drop-off sites, the June 1st through the 26th
Just like
also.
usual summer stuff, okay.
Yep,
So we're gonna feed all to June or to the 26th?
through the 26th, yep. But we won't be running buses. We will run buses to pick up kids to bring to summer school, but they'll be at drop-off locations for the feeding and backlog.
No backlog, you
Mhm.
Okay.
What have we looked at as far as doing online classes next year?
Okay, yes, that's a good question. We met with Edgenuity, and, several counties around us use that, and they have a virtual platform that we can use, because we're gonna have to plan for something in the fall. Excel also is one we're looking at. We'll probably purchase both of them, but, and Education City, all 3 of them. But, the Edgenuity is the expensive one, but, I'm gonna think. I just looked at it. I'm hoping it's not gonna be that amount. I'm hoping around 90,000 for that one, okay? Yeah, it's very expensive, but there's a whole lot to it, and, we can use it throughout the school year, even when we come back on a regular basis too. Some teachers can use this some, but not to do the teaching for them, but kids that have to do makeup work or have to do credit recovery and stuff like that. But, that's gonna be part of our CARES Act, is what we're gonna do with that, because we may have to start the school year off that way.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Have we done a survey to see how many had the internet and all that?
We have, and of course, it was high,
Yeah, the lights.
but once you got down to it and it was very slow at their homes. It was hard for them to access, and plus, like, parents, they're working from home too, so they didn't have all that time to be on that device, and some of them run out of minutes and all that kind of stuff. And it's not just us, I mean, everybody's in the same boat
Right.
that we are, because we had a meeting yesterday in Livingston, and, you know, like hotspots, you know, like they would use so many minutes, you'd think they would be doing their work, but yet, you know, they've been on Netflix and Hulu and all that kind of stuff, and not doing what they need to be doing. And, you know,
Yeah.
we gotta try to get them, reach them as much as possible, but parents have to be on board too. It's, yeah, if you could control what they access, you know. We didn't let out any devices, but with the CARES Act, we are planning on getting some devices in case kids don't have some. And then we can check and see what they're on every so often, hopefully, if it comes to that. So, I don't know.
I know Putnam County gave out computers.
Yes, they did.
Good bunch of them.
But when he talked about how much, he was there yesterday, and he talked about how much that was costing them and these hotspots and things, and then people, and he was the one brought up that so many of them were on the Netflix and Hulu or on, and he said, the participation is not what you think it's gonna be. Yeah, he said they had major problems with that.
Well, I mean, I don't know what recourse we have to say, you know, here's your work. You gotta do it. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
Because, you know, I'm hoping it won't last a long period of time, that we can open full blast. I hope at the beginning, if not, maybe September, October. And then, you know, if we have them here, we can hold them more accountable, and they have to do more for us here. But it's hard to fail one, because then we get hit with the graduation rate, because they turn 19 as sophomores or juniors,
And then you're gone.
and then they're gone. And it's just
Well,
hard.
starting online, they're gonna be behind even when they start.
They are,
I mean, if they wanna do what they need to do.
that's right, and our little kids are the ones I'm worried about the most. I think the older ones can catch up a little faster. That's why we're doing summer school with K through 3. Because that's the bunch we've been doing the Read to Be Ready with anyway, and so hopefully we'll see them progress, you know, a little bit more, I'm hoping. Cause this third grade bunch, usually we don't do Read to Be Ready in third grade, but this third grade bunch has had it for the last 3 years, and I want them to be ready to go into fourth grade, and so hopefully that we'll see a difference.
You have anything else?
No, I don't.
You got it? If not, do we need to vote on the closing the session, or?
No.
Well, should we? We're just discussing stuff, right?
Yeah, that's all we do.
Well, I guess we're done then.
Yeah, we just need to set the next board
Yeah.
meeting, and remember, we usually do 2 in June, so. I'm looking at the 10th and the 24th, but y'all tell me. Cause we'll have several budget amendments on the 10th, and then we'll have a few more on the 24th, but I'll try to get most of them in on the 10th.
Okay.
Are those dates okay?
10th and 24th.
Doesn't it?
That's perfect.
Okay. 5:30?